Hey, I'm working on a quick project and I thought I would share with you. So, I am going to lead a workshop soon, and what I am going to walk them through is how to make a fall trees project. And so, and my intention is that with these fall trees, with the finished piece, it can become a nightlight, a candle tea light holder, a sun catcher, for the window, or a plant stake. So I think most people are probably going to go with a sun catcher or nightlight or tea light, but I'm giving them options. So I thought I would just walk you through this quick project and show you what I'm doing. So I cut 3x3 sheets of clear glass, Tecta, as bullseye glass, and then I used powder. I sprinkled a little bit of turquoise powder across the top, and then some spring green powder down here at the bottom. I got a little crazy with the powder. And then I put these in my kiln, just on a kiln washed shelf, and fired them to 1300, and maybe a 5-minute hold. I can't even remember if I did a hold, but what that does is that just sinters your powder on here. So now the powder is on for my workshop, and I don't have to worry about the kids, adults messing with the powder, myself even messing around with the powder. Now it's on and the base is there, and we can build from there. I had taken a bunch of woodland brown glass, chopped it up to make what's essentially going to be tree trunks or tree branches. I pre-fired all of this just to do a tack fuse and kind of round out the corners. This piece is too big, but you can get the idea here of where I'm going with it. And so then I've got some spring green frit that they can put around the bottom as grass. I've got light orange frit. This is all of this is medium frit. Light orange, sorry for the reach, some red, and also some yellow. And so fall colors, of course, yellow, orange, and red to be my leaves. And what we're going to do is we're going to just pile up some frit onto this piece and make a tree. And I'm going to give them an option. You can do one tree with multiple colors. You could do kind of 3 trees, and each one have a different color. We've got some green here to put on the grass at the bottom. And the magic here, particularly if you're doing this where you're going to have to travel, is to put the frit in a cup, and like a little portion cup, and add hairspray and create almost, I call it like an icy kind of consistency, like a slushy, and then put that out, let it dry, and it'll dry on there nice and tight, and you can transport these easier. So I am going to get started and knock these out. All right, and there you go. So there's a little bit of frit left in the bottom of these, and once this dries just a little bit more, I'm going to peel that out and kind of sprinkle it along the ground, because I like to have, leaves that have fallen onto the ground as well. But here's a version of one tree with 3 different colors in it. Here's 3 different trees, and I add a ladybug to each one, and my customers love having the ladybugs for good luck. Once it's done, I hit it with a couple of oversprays of hairspray on the whole thing. And once this is dry, it really is relatively mobile. And so in my case, it's a mobile workshop. I'm going to a different studio to teach. I'll be able to put all of these out onto like a cookie sheet. One tip that I have is I actually will cut thin fire or papyrus paper for a base of each one of these. So I'll cut a little piece that's 3.5 by 3.5, and then I'll have them write their names on it with a metallic marker, and then that name will stay on the paper. And so it helps me kind of track, as these all go into the kiln, whose is whose, and then I can label them when they start coming out of the kiln, so as to not accidentally confuse anybody's art. So hope you've enjoyed this. Let me go ahead and fire these and show you what the finished products look like. All right, look how cute these turned out. So very, very nice. I'm very pleased with how fun these are. So now I'm going to glue a couple of them up. One of them, this one, I am going to make a sun catcher. So I'm going to use one of my non-fusible borosilicate glass bales, and just some of my favorite Gorilla Glue here. And I'm going to glue that onto the back and make that a sun catcher. This one I am going to glue to a tea light. These tea lights, it's not quite a 90-degree angle. There's a very slight pitch to it, but you can hardly tell. And so I'm going to glue this to that, and that will be a little tea light base. One of the options I think I mentioned was to glue it to a night light. So these are available in my Amazon store, as are these tea lights. Now, some people have pointed out this is an LED bulb, and if this goes out, then what? And yeah, if it goes out, then it goes out. So that's a risk somebody needs to be willing to take. You know, for as long as these are available on Amazon, you could, which who knows when that is, you could technically unscrew these, pop your piece back out, put it in a new base, slide it back in. So it's not flawless in terms of its design in case the light bulb goes out, but I think that that is a nice little match, and it glows really nicely, and so that's an option for people as well. But for the purposes of the workshop, I'm going to go ahead and give an example of the tea light. So I'm going to glue these up, and hope you enjoyed this project. I'm not going to necessarily go into any other detail, but hope you enjoyed this, and keep it in mind for your own maybe workshop idea, or just something to make for yourself or your loved ones as the fall starts to roll around. Catch you all later. Bye-bye.